rims on your automobile or heavy equipment, no one has time for a redo. Powder coating provides the toughness you need. Preserve your investment with powder coating from River City Coatings. River City Coatings, certified John Deere, Caterpillar, ISO 9001, Packer, and UL provider of tough. River City Coatings, 471-7675 or online at rivercitycoatings.com.
Luxury is having nothing to do but decide between Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. A classic $5 box or an indulgent $7 box. Or the adventurous $9 box. Okay, I'll do the $7. I mean, 9. 5, 7. Wait, what am I doing? This choice is yours. Whichever you choose, get Lux for less with a $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box at Taco Bell today. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price of participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals are just people. They've got their lives and families same as you and me. But what happens when big hospitals and insurance companies ask too much of them and make them work too many hours without enough help? You can only stretch something so far before it breaks and people get hurt or even die. That's where I come in. If the healthcare system in our area has hurt you or someone you love, call me. Together, let's make them do healthcare better. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
The tires on your vehicle go round and round, but when they don't, go to Van Alma Tire. They have tires in their name. That's their specialty. Van Alma Tire is all about tires. They have all the name brands and private labels available for you and in stock. So when it comes to getting tires for your ride, it's worth the drive. And financing is available. Ask for details. Whatever your tire need, check out Van Alma Tires on Highway 64 between Van Buren and Alma. Ready to get you rolling on new tires at Van Alma Tire.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, expecting to see clouds, showers, and a chance of thunderstorms. Our high temperatures today will be into the lower 80s. I think we'll see a better chance across the south as temperatures will reach the mid-80s. Clear to partly cloudy skies later tonight. Overnight low upper 60s. Sunshine returns Tuesday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Your home for Razorback baseball all season long right here. ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
Reaches for the wall. It's out of here.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 75 days.
But right here, that's a big-time push by Kirsten.
Left field hit well. Hibbler's going back. He's looking up. It's over the wall. That double play that Wilson comes back to Collins, Texas. Luke Bonfield. A home run, a two-run shot, and the Razorbacks back on top.
It's Arkansas Game Day on ESPN Arkansas. Our exclusive coverage at the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
You know, as the SEC has kind of traded off championships here over the last decade or so, it feels like Arkansas is the next one in line.
Ball strike three, and that'll do it. The Hogs roar into Omaha and put a whooping on Stanford. They win it 17-2.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
I want those kids, when they leave, to feel like I feel about school.
This is Arkansas Game Day.
And welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska for our pregame coverage of the Razorbacks and the Racers taking on one another in about an hour from now. Alongside Christian Johnson, I'm Ty Richardson. Phil Elson, Bubba Carpenter coming up momentarily. We're live from DJ's Dugout. A lot of Razorback fans in here. Our coverage would not be possible, not just this week. It seems like it's been a while now of College World Series, last week as well, without Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks, First Star Bank, Rudy's Barbecue and Real Country Store, and McClarty Daniel. Big C, we were just talking with Matt Jones about this upcoming matchup today, and I know one of the talking points that we had was, hey, what guy is going to step up? You alluded to Camden Koziel, who obviously has some roots here in Omaha. I talked about Ryder Helfrich. I think one of the best things about this baseball team, Big C, is you've got multiple guys. Like, this isn't like a one-horse monster. I mean, there are guys that step up. Like Logan Maxwell was a guy that really had come on during postseason. I know he didn't have a great Saturday night, but there always seems to be a guy out of nowhere that can step up and prove himself. And what an opportunity to stave off elimination here in about an hour from now.
You're exactly right, Ty. You know, they're all great players, and they're all trying to get that last game out of their head. So what they're all doing is they're all going to try to be the guy. And like you said, they're all capable of it. Everybody on this team is capable of being the kind of the the guy that gets everyone else kind of going, and that's what it is. Hitting is contagious. It can be contagious in a good way and a bad way. If nobody's hitting well, it tend to go that way. And if everybody's hitting, then it's all great. But yeah, I think the pitching, the difference in pitching that you're going to see today from what you saw Saturday is night and day. It doesn't mean it's not good. You still got to have a good approach up there, but Murray State, don't get me wrong, has to have some good pitchers or they wouldn't have made it this far, but nothing like you're going to see like you saw from Anderson, and I think that bodes well for Arkansas today.
Chris from Springdale texting in here. Arkansas wins 7-2. He's got it. He's in Missouri State. It's Murray State, Chris. That's how much respect level he has for this team later on today. Brennan, Kentucky says, just win today and then LSU. He's never liked LSU since they beat Arkansas in the 1966 Cotton Bowl, costing Arkansas an undisputed AP and UPI national championship. Coach Van Horn deserves a good outcome and a national title. Win today and eliminate LSU later. He's calling the Hogs from Kentucky. Again, that is Padre Pig. This morning, this afternoon. I guess it's kind of flown by doing 3 hours of radio thus far. You mentioned pitching. You know who it is. They're relying on the rooster, Gage Wood, getting the start today.
Yeah, right now the plan is Wood. Unless something changes, but that's probably what we're going to do. If it goes good, we let him go. When you look at it, it's going to be 92, 93 degrees. It's going to be tough for guys to hang in there too long anyway. So probably going to come down to the bullpen.
Unless the social media team has to change things up, they posted a few things about Gage Wood coming up as he steps onto the mound for the Arkansas Razorbacks today. And listen, Gage is highly projected in this upcoming MLB draft. There's a lot to like about his game. I know he's had highs, I know he's had lows, but for an Arkansas kid, I mean, what an opportunity, what a chance to keep your team in it by delivering for them today. You've got a full bullpen behind you, plenty of guys, plenty of complementary pieces that Arkansas can roll in there, depending on how Gage's outing goes. So if I'm Gage Wood, I'm giving it everything I got, and hopefully the best happens for this Razorback baseball team later on.
Like you said, it's a lot of these guys' first time ever in the World Series. I think that can be a bad thing or a good thing, but in this case, I think emotions are going to be high, and I think Gage Wood's going to come out there and give it all he's got. And like Dave said, the elements may come into factor today a little bit with just kind of the heat where it's at, but I don't think really you have to pitch a guy like a ton of innings today. I think you want to try to limit as much as you obviously want to win the game, but I think you've got a good enough bullpen that you can put people in and not really see much of a drop off from Gage Wood. And you obviously got to win today, but you'd also have to kind of think about the long run as well. If you're gonna make a run in this thing and fight your way out of the losers bracket, you kind of do have to think ahead a little bit. That's what I think.
And one of the things I know that was discussed on Hog Reaction and throughout the radio this morning is like the element of the lawn ball, which you didn't have in Game 1. Reese Robinette, good. It was encouraging to see him get a home run on Saturday night, but you didn't have really anything else, much less hitting. 4 hits total for the Razorbacks, and it's like it. And that was, again, you're playing in a bigger ballpark, and they really didn't get any hits. It's not like there was a lot of warning track balls or anything. But if you don't have the lawn ball going, can you get some doubles? Can you string together some hits? The other thing about Saturday is you just couldn't string together some hits. When a guy would get on, you're like, okay, they'll get something cooking, and they never did. Chuck in Fayetteville, they need an all-around team performance, good pitching. Please don't underestimate your opponent. No. Texting in on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Tommy said it this morning. Like, if you can't beat Murray State, you don't deserve to win the national championship. And I know, like, Dave Van Horn, very respectful of the Racers yesterday and their coach and their baseball program and team. And, again, we've said it over and over. You're not in Omaha by a fluke. Like, this team deserves to be there. They earned it. But at the same time, if you want to boast about being one of the best programs in college baseball, then you shouldn't get eliminated by this team. And that might sound easier said than done, and maybe it is, but they don't have any business beating you today. Period. End of story. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, Christian.
Yeah, you just ran into a buzzsaw Saturday, and it's all about how you respond. And I agree, Ty. If they come out and lay another egg today, maybe the team wasn't quite as mentally tough as we thought. But I don't see that happening. I see them coming out and playing well. And don't be surprised, when if Murray State scores some runs on some of our good arms, because that they didn't get here by mistake. I mean, they can hit the baseball, but you got to limit the big innings and just keep pitching like how good hitters are going to find base hits. And when you think about what Arkansas's got to do, I agree, Ty. They've got to string together some hits, and I think the guys that come to mind is guys like Charles Davalon and Camden Kojal. They seem to be the guys that can kind of get the rest of the offense going when it's kind of sputtering.
Davalon was talking in the locker room following the 4-1 loss to LSU. Here's what he said, audio courtesy of Pick Trail Nation.
I don't think we can waste a couple innings, especially on the offense side. But we just got to bounce back and be ready for Monday.
And again, that second inning killed you, and I'm not going to overlook that, but that game, if didn't have it just hurt. I think one of the reasons Root was frustrated is, Braswell he's hit around 200 this season, and you let him, I guess, get on by, he hit his foot. You walked a guy after being up on him 0-2. Zach Root wants every opportunity to play and really redeem himself. And, this is what Dave Van Horn said.
Might be available in the next day or two.
So that's either today or tomorrow. I'm going to guess we're not going to see him today. And then Zach after the game.
Just got to look forward to Monday and just hoping that the team will come around and give me another chance to pitch here in Omaha.
See, I think a lot of this team and this fan base, seeing Zach Root on the mound, you have confidence that he's going to get it done. He didn't on Saturday night. He would tell you that. But I think given a second chance, given an opportunity, he's going to pull through for you, to be honest. And I realize there's a lot of PTSD with stuff in Omaha, Nebraska. I get that. But this season is not over by any stretch of the imagination. It seldom happens that a team loses the first game and goes on to win the whole thing. Last team being Oregon State. But this team, to me, has not given up, and I hope this fan base hasn't given up on them either.
Yeah, I feel better about it today than I felt Saturday, just because I knew how important that first game was. But after I kind of just calmed down and thought about it, it was just one of those games where the opponent was just pitching out of their mind, and you really can't do much about it when the other pitcher's just on. You obviously can hit the ball, and they did in some instances, but I feel like emotionally that was just, after that second inning happened, the way it happened, it was just kind of hard for them to bounce back from.
What do you think? You can text us here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We're live in Omaha, Nebraska at DJ's Dugout. When we return, more reaction, more thoughts on this upcoming game against Murray State, which takes place in about 56 minutes from now. This is Arkansas Game Day.
You're listening to Arkansas Game Day. Our exclusive coverage at the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Ruby's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
What's going on, Omaha?
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight, so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
There's only one place to buy fireworks at wholesale prices. Hey guys, I'm Chris Brewer, the owner of USA Fireworks in Arkansas. The best way to purchase your fireworks show is at wholesale prices. Get more fireworks for your money at USA Fireworks Wholesale. If you're interested in purchasing a fireworks show at wholesale prices, send us a message on our website at usafireworks.org. That's usafireworks.org. Go Hogs.
Can you explain the infield fly rule? Neither can I, but I can help you navigate a variety of legal issues, from divorce to personal injury to estate planning. I'm Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions, a new law firm offering affordable flat fees with payment plans available. You get an ace at the price of a minor leaguer. Now that sounds like a grand slam to me. Call Mock Legal Solutions for your free consultation. 479-769-1505. Real advice, reasonable price.
Adventure doesn't wait, and neither should you. Start your next journey at Arkansas's #1 fifth wheel dealer, Wheels RV in Northwest Arkansas. No matter the size of your family or your budget, Wheels RV has a new travel trailer or fifth wheel to help you explore the great outdoors. And with our exclusive lifetime warranty on every new RV, you can hit the open road with peace of mind. Come see us on 412 in Tawnytown or check us out at wheelsrv.net. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
Dozy Place has now been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years. Celebrate your special birthday, holiday, person, or just because at Dozy Place. Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday 5 till 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended, so call 784-9111. 784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street, Fort Smith.
When you need tough and paint just isn't enough, check out River City Coatings in Van Buren. When it comes to your metals, paint can peel and crack over time. Whether it's your patio furniture, rims or trims on your automobile, or heavy equipment, no one has time for a redo. Powder coating provides the toughness you need. Preserve your investment with powder coating from River City Coatings. River City Coatings, certified John Deere, Caterpillar, ISO 9001, Packer, and UL provider of tough. River City Coatings, 471-7675 or online at rivercitycoatings.com.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Brad Howe in Van Buren.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. The future of office printing is here with Xerox's Connect Key technology and cloud connectivity. Xerox offers seamless integration, top-notch security, and unmatched efficiency to help your business stay ahead. Don't miss out. Call us today at 783-6600 and ask about our special offer for a free Xerox color printer with many Xerox models. Dixie Digital Imaging, leading the way in office technology.
Have you heard? TGI Fridays is having happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 till 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to close with half-price drinks and $5 select appetizers, including potato skin, spinach dip, pot stickers, and much more. Plus, you can get in on 50-cent Wing Monday from 5 p.m. to close. And karaoke on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 8 p.m. It's all at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
It's Arkansas Game Day on ESPN Arkansas. Our exclusive coverage at the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
The Saturday night game will be
pretty crazy. I mean, Omaha's seen plenty of LSU, and they've seen plenty of Arkansas in the past, but to finish off the first set of games is going to be rowdy.
Yes, sir. Going to Omaha.
This is Arkansas Game Day.
Well, despite what some people tell you, that opportunity, that dream, that goal is still alive. It's just going to be a hell of a lot harder to get there. Hey, back here on Arkansas Game Day, really appreciate Mock Legal Solutions and all of our other partners here being a part of our College World Series coverage. They've opened a second location across from the courthouse in Southside, Oklahoma, to serve Sequoia and LaForte counties. You can check them out online at mocklegalsolutions.com. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price. First Star Bank, for all your firsts, you could be saving, borrowing, planning. Well, First Star Bank can take care of you, your hometown banker, with all digital tools. First Star Bank for all your first. Chris Brewer and his team at USA Fireworks, the #1 wholesale fireworks company in Arkansas. Say, Ty, what's wholesale? Wholesale is nearly half the price. Go to usafireworks.org. If you're an event organizer, if you're a chairman of some sort, then Chris is the guy to help you out. usafireworks.org. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, the perfect place. If you've got some barbecue you want to get for tonight or sometime this week, baseball-wise, they've got it. Plus, their breakfast tacos are fantastic, and they're served every morning till 10 a.m. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue on MLK in Fayetteville. Smoking good every time. And by McClarty Daniel, where great service isn't just expected, it's delivered every single day. 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, and a huge selection online. It's never been easier to find your next ride. Experience it for yourself at McClartyDaniel.com. That's McClartyDaniel.com.
Well, we don't talk about 4 in a row. We talk about trying to win tomorrow and win that inning, like I just mentioned. So, these guys know. It's like when you're struggling on the weekend. Maybe you're down 0-2 on the weekend. You got to find a way to win on Sunday or game 3 to survive that weekend and move to the next. We've got to play really well, and we've got to come through with some big pitches and some big swings.
You heard Dave there at practice yesterday, Christian. I mean, like you said, it's obvious. They lose, they go home. You don't have to tell any player, any coach, anyone else that. Everyone knows it. Now, that's added pressure. Let's be honest. It was added pressure when Arkansas was the projected favorite heading into postseason as the most likely team to win the national championship. And then it continued when you got to Omaha, and the setup was the same. You had the best odds to win the national championship. And you can still win the national championship, but you got to beat Murray State later on here today.
Yeah, and you think about it, you're still one of the most talented teams, if not the most talented team in this World Series. And if any team's built to do it, it's Arkansas. But you got to start, obviously, one game at a time and kind of just, play like every game is your last, because it is. I mean, it really is. So, if years past, you might, if Arkansas was in this position, you might feel really bad about their chances of coming back. But just with all the arms you have
right now,
with all the arms you have in there at your disposal, it's almost like you just have to take it inning by inning and win. If you lose an inning, win the next inning. And I know that's what Dave kind of said, but you just gotta take it game by game.
And one of those arms being Zach Root, and I doubt you'll see him today. I could be proven wrong, but there was a thought, there was an idea of why he got pulled early against LSU, and Dave Van Horn expanded on that.
Well, to me, it was a hard decision. I had to make a decision. Anderson looked really good. It seemed like we weren't getting good swings off of him. We're already down 3 runs. They had, I think, Fry coming up, who's hitting over 400 against left-handers, and it was I just didn't feel like that we could let him score anymore. And I had a great pitcher in the bullpen who was hot. We got him up because we saw what we saw. 2 walks, hit by pitch, a hit or 2, and the game was about to get out of hand. Yeah, it's early, but the wind's blowing in. It's going to be tough to hit it over anybody's head. And, scoring a lot of runs against Anderson, to me, wasn't something that was going to happen. And, I hated to do it, but I just felt like it was the right decision, and I'll stand by it. It was the right decision.
And that's the Gabe Gackle that we were hoping to see coming into the season. It just didn't work out that way. And, if we could look back and say, what if, but I'm just going to say it, if he coming into the season, he was our number one guy. And if he would have, performed a little better throughout the season as a starter, he would have started that game and maybe it would have ended different. But, you can't look back now and, you just got to hope everybody steps up and performs like they've performed all season.
Yeah, this is a team that has only been held to one run all season long, and it was Saturday night against LSU. So you can take some solace in that. It hasn't happened very one. Text out of 479 blaming me that I'm here that why they lost.
No.
Jason texting in saying Arkansas wins 7-4 and then gets LSU on their way to the championship. So he feels like UCLA is going to win after it. Ryan and Prairie Grove thinks they're about to go on a run. He's still positive about this baseball team and moving forward. Ben in Fayetteville says Van Horn is the Moses of college baseball. He's never allowed in the promised land. He's only allowed to peek in. I hope you're wrong, Ben. I hope that as of this weekend and by early next week that Dave Van Horn will have a national championship. But it starts today with Murray State. Again, following our conclusion of Arkansas Game Day, we'll be joined from the ballpark, Phil Elson, Bubba Carpenter on the Learfield pregame. Then you'll have the game itself. And then following the game, it will be myself plus Ruskin and Zach for Hog Reaction. Everyone have a great rest of your afternoon. I doubt much work's going to get done based on this baseball game being at 1 o'clock. But for Christian Johnston, I'm Ty Richardson, live from Omaha, Nebraska at DJ's Dugout as we get ready for the Razorbacks and the Racers. Hogs move on. Hopefully, we'll talk to you after the game.